I don't know where my fan is. Oh, I found it. There we go. I had to have my fan for Benidorm Fest because, of course.
Of course.
Of course, of course, of course. But, hello, Europe, Australia, and the world, and welcome to the CUP ESC, the currently unnamed podcast, where we put the real and the tea in ESC from top to bottom, honey.
I think that's it. I think that's it,
and I like the tongue pop at the end, honestly.
The tongue pop at the end is really cute.
Anyway, hi, I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay. Gay. I am just drinking some coffee. We're doing a morning recording, which I'm not used to, but you know.
You're doing a morning recording.
It is still morning for me. Barely, but it is morning. I'm drinking some coffee out of my beautiful lavender holographic mug that's really not going to show up on. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see it now.
It's cute.
I love her. She is incredible. And that's that.
Are you forgetting something, Logan?
Oh no, I was waiting for you to do it because I know you were using yours.
Oh, no, I mean, okay, never mind. Hi, I'm Niza Long, also known as Sam DMV, also known as Sam de Monteverde. I'm in Toronto. I'm Filipino, Canadian. I love K-pop and Eurovision, and I'm short and trans non-binary.
Purr. Okay.
That's and you. In my lovely The Cup mug, which you can get your very own at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Link will be in the description below. Did I nail that?
You did.
Purr. Okay.
And we do ship domestically in the US and internationally, so there are now excuses. And today we're looking at you, España. But yes, you nailed it. I'm very, very excited for you.
And in the words of Chanel, y no se confunda, señor y señore, yo siempre estoy ready para romper cadena.
Yeah. Solicite una invitazione.
Yo
I don't remember the words to the Take a video, watch
slow-mo.
I am thrilled that finally we got a lip sync on a drag program this year to slow-mo, and it made me very happy because it redeemed the earlier in the year disaster of a Eurovision dance challenge they did on Drag Race España. And speaking of España, we're talking about España.
And that same season, they also had I Mama as a lip sync, which I thought was
was incredible.
It was incredible.
It wasn't on the Eurovision episode, which I think is interesting. But I appreciated that it wasn't because it was lip synced by two lovely, lovely individuals. But
yes,
because we are here talking about Benidorm Fest, one of our favorite selections. I love Benidorm Fest. I will say this is not the most diverse year when it comes to Benidorm Fest entries.
Agreed.
Nevertheless, I'm very excited to talk about this group of songs.
I am too. I mean, there are a couple standouts, but I think overall, probably not my favorite selection of the year.
But it's very consistently good. There's not a I don't dislike any of these songs. I wouldn't turn any of these songs off.
Maybe one for me. Or two.
I don't know. We'll see.
Actually, three.
Well, shit. All right, then. Keep going, I guess. But
no, we're going to stay at three.
So we're going to talk all about Benidorm Fest. But before we do, make sure to subscribe if you have not already. It's morning. Words aren't working for me yet. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we are going to be here all Eurovision season talking almost all things Eurovision. We have two other channels with almost all things drag and almost all things reality TV available in the end card at the end. And also, if you go to our channel, there's little icons that are just like, hey, subscribe to this channel, and hey, subscribe to this one too. And we greatly appreciate your support. So with that said, we're going to dive into our songs. Alphabetical order, as always. So first up, we have Almácor. The song is Brillos Platino or Platinum Sparkles. Let's take a listen.
Brillos Platino, brillos Platino, labios mojados de vino y ya muriendo de sed. Brillos Platino, brillos Platino, a fuego tu vestido, corazón.
I like this.
This slaps.
This is a banger.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It is.
I was like, oh shit, we're starting out strong today in this moment. Like, damn, okay.
Yeah, no. Okay, so just to preface, because we're listening, we're talking about it in alphabetical order. That's how we kind of listen to the music. So this is the very first song I'm sure that both of us listen to.
Yeah.
This is a great one to start off with.
Oh, it's so good. I'm like, damn, okay.
I think it's one of the it's become one of those where it's like the more I listen to it, the more I like it kind of thing. Cause I was like, it's okay, I've heard this before upon first listen. But then as I like listen to like other songs in the selection, I'm like, oh, this actually isn't as bad as I thought it was.
I love this, like, from the moment I listened to it the first time. I was like, oh my god, what is this? Like, what it comes down to, I think, is that the beat is so fun. There's a nice, like, amount of switching up that it does in the song. Like, we get the rap in the second verse, and it's repetitive. A lot of these songs in this selection, I feel like, are repetitive to the point of being memorable, and not repetitive to the point of being annoyed by it.
I think this, yeah, I feel like this song does it very, very well.
Yeah. I believe, if I remember correct, most of the people in this selection are at least songwriters on their songs.
Yes.
And Almácor is as well. I love this.
Okay. My only thing is I'm just scared of how the live vocals are gonna be because there's so much production.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this.
I'm really interested in everyone because obviously we're only listening to studio versions of the songs. We don't have any.
Yes.
If there are live versions of these songs, we haven't heard them yet, and we're not going to hear them until the semifinal or until whatever semifinal they're in. We also don't have the semifinal allocation, so we are just going in alphabetical order for these. But I really enjoy this song. I could see this on a Eurovision stage. There are a couple songs in this selection that gave me specifically Any Demon vibes.
Yeah.
Melfest 2 years ago.
2 years ago. No, last year. 2022.
2 years ago.
Yeah, basically 2 years ago.
There a lot of songs gave me that vibe. I wrote that down like 3 or 4 different times. But I mean it in such a positive way because I love Any Demon. I think Medina did a really, really good job, and obviously they won
Oge.
They won Oge Second Chances that year. So, who won last year?
Oh, Air.
Oh,
and it's like Sweden's like nth time winning Oge.
Are we surprised? No, it should have been Tona Sekelius, but whatever. I will bring up Tona Sekelius at every opportunity I can, and I'm disappointed she's not competing in Melfest this year. But anyway, we're not talking about that. Not me. I meant to click the banner, and I played the song instead. So that's what happened there. But next up is Angy Fernández with the song Se Quién Soy. I know who I am. Let's continue to take a look.
This is
another oh my god, I was like, what is it's so good.
This song's so good.
Oh my god, it's so good. I love the distorted intro that we got with this song. I like the rock vibe is so present, but it's still like it feels like so many different genres and yet nothing at the same time in like the best possible way.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue I have is that in the second part of the song, it does get very repetitive to the point of being annoying. And I just want a little bit more, I want a little bit more substance in the second half of the song.
Sure.
But this is phenomenal.
I think this is also phenomenal. I personally don't mind it. Honestly, that critique you mentioned, I personally don't mind it. What I feel like this is definitely like a standout for me because it's like one of the only I think it might be the only like rock ish entry.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Megara, they were robbed, and I love Blanca Paloma, but also like Megara deserved better. It was. It's the heavy electric guitars in the bridge. It's that climax to when she belts out that high note. I would very much be excited to see this live.
Mm-hmm. So I was really curious. I went and looked at the songwriters for this.
Mm-hmm.
And among the songwriters on this song is Thomas G. Sun, who is a very, very popular, specifically Swedish producer and songwriter, who also co-wrote Tattoo amongst several other songs and several other Eurovision winners.
Barcelona 2025.
You know, I think the difficulty right now with this song is if she wins, there is another song that is in a very similar lane to her.
Yes.
And so that's where I get a little concerned. But yeah, so he's co-written on Tattoo, Taboo for Malta in 2018, Gravity from Cyprus in 2017, Nina Sublati Warrior, Amanacer from España 2015, Euphoria. So he has been in and around mostly Sweden, Georgia, and Spain, writing for them. So I'm not surprised that the songwriting on this is where it's at. And I do like the songwriting. It's just, I wish there was a little bit more substance, but I do still think this is an incredible song.
Yeah.
So next up, we have Dellacruz. The song is Beso en la Mañana, or Kiss in the Morning. Let's
Qué rico soy un beso en la mañana, buscando solecito en la ventana. Si te veo me bailan hasta los pies, no me vale ni contar hasta 10. Para relajarme, para conquistarte, es que me pongo rojo con tan solo mirarte. Dame una señal.
It's not bad,
but it's not fantastic.
It could be better.
So my biggest issue with it, I'll be honest,
and it might be my biggest issue as well.
That chorus is so wordy.
It is.
And it really breaks up because he's got a very nice flow.
He does.
Through the verses. And I do really enjoy the verses. But then you get to the chorus and there's just so much verbiage happening that it's just it gets clunky.
Yeah. And even like as a listener standpoint kind of thing, especially for Eurovision, you're gonna want like at least like one phrase or whatever to stand out from the song. And I don't think that Beso en la Mañana does a good job at that.
I would agree with you.
Especially because it's so ¿Quieres saber beso en la mañana?
Like it's, and then in the second part of the chorus, it's literally da 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 da. I'm like, why are we getting? What is happening?
Yeah.
Like, it
Like-
gave me, I will say, I started the song and listening to the instrumental, it gave me very 2010s, like, Tayo Cruz Break Your Heart. And I know that's a very specific reference.
I'm
That's
only
probably
gonna break
break, break. Like, it gave me that vibe.
Interesting.
And so there was a little bit of nostalgia there. Like, the vibe is good.
The vibe is good.
This should not win, in my opinion. I think it's a good song. This should not win the selection, but it's not a bad song.
It's not. It is a good song. It's just that's when you're putting that out to like people who aren't from Spain or whatever, or just non-Spanglophones, not
Yeah.
non-Spanish speakers.
Yeah.
At least it's like, because last year you have AI, and that's kind of easy to catch on to. Slow-mo, that's easy to catch on to.
Well,
But-
slow-mo was partially in English, but sure.
Slow-mo was partially in English too, but like, okay, yeah. At least that's easy to catch on to.
I'm still
Right.
mad she didn't do as well as we all wanted her to.
That's not her fault.
I know.
At
She
this
did
point,
the
that's not
best
her
she
fault, 'cause
could.
that performance was perfect.
I agree with you.
But yeah, no, it's just I the one phrase that you want people to sing, at least, or it's like, that people are gonna have in their heads. I
You
don't-
want a hook.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. I was like, I don't know whether they're gonna get to hook, but I'm just gonna
I was like, save me.
hook. But yeah, there's no real like I think of the beat before I think of the lyrics of the song, and I don't think that's like the absolute best situation. But yes. Let's move next to Jorge González with the song Caliente. I don't need to tell y'all what caliente means in English because I'm pretty sure we all know what caliente means in English. But let's take a listen.
Y vuela, vuela sin bajar, todo el mundo a vivir el presente. Que llega el ritmo a la ciudad, yo te traigo el fuego caliente. Sube, honey, mueve your body, que se pare, porque la noche está caliente.
I enjoy this.
I love this song. As soon as it started, I was like, okay, good. This is the Slutty Man song of the season. Great. Love it. And I may or may not have thirst followed him on Instagram. I'm gonna be honest.
I have not yet.
You should. You should.
But this is a bop.
It's such a bop. I was like, what was the song that was similar to this last year that didn't do well at all?
Oh, I mean, my mind goes to Rhythm of Tonus and Kelly is because it's very.
No. I meant from Benidorm.
I'm not remembering.
Hold on, let me. I'm gonna remember it as soon as I see it. Quiero Arder, I think was the one I'm thinking of.
Arde.
Oh no, I'm thinking of flamenco.
My heart is flamenco.
Oh yeah, he almost qualified for the final and then didn't. Yeah, I'm thinking of flamenco.
Okay.
But it gave me a little bit of that vibe, but I really enjoy this. I think what ultimately does it for me is just that the beat is so good. And this is another one. It's repetitive to the point of keeping my interest.
I just love. Okay, so I put in my notes like lines I think could be rememberable for us, other than just caliente.
Caliente. Oh, all I'm remembering is caliente.
Super honey, move your body.
Caliente.
And then I put down the lyrics. Say you want to touch it if you want to call it.
Okay, slutty man. You better get that woman.
He doesn't have the best singing voice, but he does well with what he has.
Yeah, I'm very excited with the staging.
Same.
I'm very excited to see what the staging is. I will say though, I am excited. I was very excited at the very end of the song to hear him go for a big note. I'm worried about the big note live, but I am excited that there is a little bit of interest towards the end of this song as well. Like there is the big note potential, and if he can slay that, I mean, sure. But I think this is a really strong song. I could see it making the final. I don't know that he will win.
I don't know if he's gonna win either.
Also, I want to point out that this song was composed by 5 different people, and lyrics were written by 4 different people, including him. Why did it take 5 people to make this song?
Would not be able to tell you.
Caliente.
Caliente. Super honey, move your body.
Caliente. I think when we do our end of year recap of when we actually do our top non-qualifier video this year, for real.
This might be up there.
I think it might just like sneak in there. I'm like, Caliente.
Right.
I could see us 4 months from now being like, Anissa, you know what my number, I don't know, 20 is? Caliente. Oh goodness, we can't talk about Caliente all day long as much as I would like to discuss Caliente. But
jiggly Caliente.
Oh, period. Next up we have Lérica with the song Astronauta. I wonder what that means. Translated into the English language.
Space man.
You bitch. Let's listen. It's fine.
It's a taste thing for me.
I don't love this either. I think what it comes down to is it doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't. Also, it feels a bit too repetitive. Like it's very like Swedish House Mafia.
Oh my god, absolutely. Yeah, no, I will co-sign on that for sure.
It just, I don't know. I could definitely use a lot more vocals. I like the way it starts though. Like my favorite part of this is the beginning where it's just the vocals and the electric guitar.
And I will say, I noted the second singer. I don't know his name. I'm so sorry. But the second singer's voice was so interesting to me. I was like, there's like a beautiful gravelly rasp in there. I was like,
yeah.
Oh my god. Like, hello? Absolutely. Like, I'm on board with that. And then the song just felt, it really did. It's very Swedish House Mafia. I was trying to come up with a reference, and that is the best thing I could come up with. It also gave me a little bit of Ini Diman. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's whatever. Spoiler, I'm not giving this song points. But it's not a bad song. I wouldn't turn it off necessarily.
I would, personally.
That's valid. I understand that for sure. But
it's a bit too much EDM for my liking.
You know, that's valid and fair. Valid and fair. So, next up is Mantra. The song is Me Vas A Ver, or You're Gonna See Me. Let's hear them and not see them, because I don't have video. We're just gonna hear them. Now, do you know how many people are in this group?
3.
I was surprised. Because I only clocked 2 voices. And then I saw their like promo photo. I was like, there's 3 of them?
Yeah, there is. So it's like you have the woman, and then you have someone doing a lower harmony, and then you have someone that's singing the exact same thing as the woman is, just in a lower octave.
Which blends so beautifully together.
Not Not for me.
I like this song enough. I think it's
Yes.
fine. There's nothing super memorable about this song, unfortunately. Like, it's not. I think the voices sound lovely together. This would be my perfectly solid, because I really don't have
Sure.
anything negative to say about this song, but I'm not in love with this song.
That's fair. I think for me, the only negative thing I personally could say, and this is mainly a production thing, because I know it would translate a lot better. The vocals would translate a lot better live,
Yeah.
but that's what my issue was with that blending, because I just know that if all three of the vocals are good, that blend is gonna be perfect. It's just in this studio recording, the blending is not as there for me.
I get that for sure. Yeah, it was like it's a perfectly lovely pop trio.
Yeah.
Like there is nothing I can say negative about this.
Yeah.
But it's just like not my
It doesn't stand out for me, but if it's like, oh, I recall this group, I recall the song, and I really like it.
Yeah. If by some chance this won, this would get so buried in the final. Like,
yeah, that's my concern.
And if they weren't a big five, they would not qualify. Like, that's just how I feel about it, unfortunately. But
yeah. The bridge actually is my favorite part as well, though, because they'll do like some runs and then they harmonize with that run, and that's where the blending is optimal in the recording.
Yeah, definitely. Next up, Marlena, which I didn't realize was a duo.
I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay. The song is Amor de Verano, or Summer Love. Let's listen to some Summer Love. This kind of has the same problem as Mantra for me. Is like, it's fine.
It's fine. I don't know. I think I just kind of have an issue with the voices. I don't know. I for some reason I don't fully believe what they're trying to tell me. Like it kind of sounds like they don't want to be there.
You know, I understand that completely. Like I got it.
It's like
and I mean, one of them wrote the song.
One of them did write the song.
Also with someone called Ruben Perez.
I love that.
I'm like, okay, work, Ruben Perez. Yeah, I think the thing that throws me off, and I've talked about this a lot, especially with Junior Eurovision this year, I don't need the English.
I don't know you. You don't know
me. I don't need to know that you can speak English. Like I don't know that I need that, unfortunately. I do love that first pre-chorus where it comes in, like that moment I think is really good. It's not the most unique song, but like the flow of the chorus is nice.
Nice enough.
Yeah,
I just have an issue with the timing of it, because it feels like when they come into the chorus, it feels a bit shaky for me.
Yeah, a lot of songs in this selection feel in this like summer bop kind of vibe, and it's like overwhelming in this selection specifically.
Yes,
and I was like, this is a weird group of songs, and we know that they got hundreds of songs, but I mean, sure. Moving along to Maria Peláe. Sorry, I don't know. The song is Remitente or Sender.
Te dio su mano y la fuerza para darte lo que por suerte nadie te regalará.
I'm sad that the sample that they always like give is not that long.
Well, so the sample that other videos give is getting the videos taken down. So that's a sample that I pulled personally.
Yeah, because usually every time like I look at those like compilations, that's all I get out of this song. So
it's because of
Copyright
issues. It has nothing to do with anything else.
Okay. But
I'm curious to see what you think of this song.
So it gives me very AIA, kind
Yeah.
of more so because it's so like on the traditional side of it, and I love it personally.
Okay.
I don't know, it very much stands out to me because there's so many EDM tracks. So
it is in a lane of its own.
It truly is. I love how just for a second it comes right in with the unison. And that acapella and like having all that done in acapella before the first verse, I think sets the mood of the song very well.
Yeah.
I just love myself like in older Spanish, like how we had like Quiero y Duelo with Carmento last year. Like
I was gonna say, or something like oh god, what was
Postureo.
Pastoreo. Yeah, I was like Azúcar Moreno Pastoreo. Like it gives that that vibe for bring back Azúcar Moreno. Bring them back again. I would love that.
Yeah, like the vocals are there for me. It feels like order and chaos kind of thing. That's very much what I got out of this.
And that's why I don't like it. And I want to. I really want to like this song. I think the vocal is gorgeous. Point blank in the period. I can't say anything bad about the vocal. My issue with it, honestly, is it feels too cacophonous.
Fair.
Like it doesn't feel like there is a structure of verse, chorus, verse, chorus, but like it feels. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just I didn't connect with the song. And I wanted to because I think she's lovely. I think the vocal is lovely. But it's just a little too all over the place for me to really grasp onto anything in the song.
That's fair. And I'm not surprised that we would like disagree on it. I was like, it's gonna be either we both love this or we're gonna have opposing opinions because this is a very like niche. It's super niche.
But I mean, the difficulty there is because I didn't love Carmento either, but I loved Blanca Paloma both times that she did this more like traditional Spanish sound, and I loved Azúcar Moreno. So it's like I don't know. This song just feels like it doesn't have any order to it, and I want a moment that I can grasp and remember and hold on to, and I don't have that from this song, unfortunately. Because she kind of there's no. You know what it is? There's no room to breathe in this song. She's just going and going and going and going and going. And I love that. And there are people who absolutely love that sound. For me, I just want a second to pause, decompress, absorb what I've heard, and move forward with it. And I didn't have the opportunity to do that in this song.
That's totally fair. Like, it could use, like, at least one instrumental break, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, and there's nothing. And it feels more like a story told through song. And I love that. And I love that perspective. But I just wanted a little bit of space to breathe.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, Miss Caffeina with Bla Bla Bla. Nope, this is just Bla Bla Blah. Also not by Kesha either. This is Miss Caffeina, Bla Bla Blah. Let's take a look.
I love this.
I really enjoy this.
It's the blahs. I don't know. Like
blah 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 blah. Like it's very the use of blah 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 is very intentional, and I really enjoy it.
And that's that's something people are definitely gonna remember.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like this is definitely gonna appeal very well to like a live audience, to an international audience.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, I really love this.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but like it's simple but effective. The beat is good. I think the staging for this is going to be really fun. If they pull anything from the music video into the staging of this, I think that could be really fun. Yeah, it's lovely. It's wonderful. It's catchy, and it makes me want to listen to it again.
Yeah.
And those are all things I want in a song. It's not the most groundbreaking song in the world.
It's not, but I feel like it would do like fairly well in Eurovision.
I think so, yeah. I think it would do at least decently.
Decently.
Not the worst. It gives very Carpe Diem.
Yeah.
And I love some Carpe Diem.
I do love some Carpe Diem.
And I'm very excited for what Slovenia is bringing this year now too. But
yes.
Let's move on to Nebulossa with the song Zorra or Bitch.
Bota!
Let's take a listen.
Estoy en un buen momento. Solo era cuestión de tiempo. Voy a salir a la calle a gritar lo que siento a los cuatro vientos.
This is really a bitch track.
Yeah, sure.
I thought of that one earlier and I thought it was very funny.
Low key, I feel like this would have like the campiest like staging.
Oh, if she does not have the campiest staging ever, I would be surprised and disappointed.
Yes.
But I really enjoy this.
I honestly, I mainly enjoy this for like the campiness of it. Like it stands out to me because it's like, oh, it's like an older duo.
Yeah.
Doing EDM.
But I love it. Like I can't say anything negative about it. It's very like 80s, but also 70s, but also very modern.
I also love that Zorra is always just like, that's where you mainly hear the title. Like in the background, it's like whispered, and then there's at another point it's like shouted.
I love that effect because it really reflects this song feels very intentional.
Yes.
It's written by just the two of them, and you can kind of tell that like I love these lyrics because she goes, I'm a real woman, and if I get visceral, I'll go from bitch to jackal. You'll be in a briar patch. I'm a postcard bitch. Like I love this. It's so good.
It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. I'll just keep it at that.
Okay. Fine. I thought you would like this more. I'm gonna be honest. But I appreciate your opinion, and your opinions are valid.
It's not bad. It's just I want to like it more, and for
That's fair. That's fair. Well, let's see what you think of Noan. Te echo de I miss you. Let's listen.
Mientras tú y yo estemos solos, quiero decirte que lo siento. Quiero decirte que no pienso en nadie más, que me he quedado en los huesos.
I like this. I like this.
I want to like it more than I do.
I think first listen, not my favorite, mainly because of that lower register. But I really can't knock the chorus because I love how he opens up in the chorus.
I think ultimately what it comes down to for me is like this is a very solid song, but it doesn't go very many places.
That's fair.
But I will say, I think the songwriting here is some of the best songwriting we have in Benidorm Fest this year.
Right.
Looking at the lyrics a little bit closer, he is a co-writer on this, and you can tell, and like I really enjoy that. And I think it's a very intentional song. I just wish the actual singing of the song was a little bit more dynamic to match how dynamic the lyrics are.
Yeah.
It's definitely not bad. It's not the worst in this selection by far.
Right.
But I want to like it more than I do.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because I did really want to like it.
Yeah. I think the main thing for me is just that it feels very personal kind of thing.
Yes.
Like it does feel like something that he truly did right and like he means it from the heart. And yeah, like I mentioned before, like I love how he opens up in the chorus.
Yeah. Definitely that part. Next up, Quique Niza with the song Prisionero. I wonder what that means.
Cellmate.
Isn't it just prisoner?
That's the joke, Logan.
Okay, whatever. Let's listen.
Sé que no soy lo que quiero, sigo prisionero. Pero hoy sé lo que no quiero, porque lo que siento va primero. Aunque
So my main issue is that his voice does not match the vibe.
Yeah. But I do still kind of like it.
It is like he has a good voice. The instrumentals are good. For me, there's just some kind of disconnect, and I think that's because I feel like he could definitely use a lot more like intensity in that voice.
Yeah,
because Loki, he has like a voice for that you would hear in like K-pop.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a very like BTS voice or like a
okay, sure, yeah. I definitely
or like a Stray Kids kind of thing, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I enjoy this. It's not my favorite. I really like his tone. And off of what you were saying, like he did co-write and co-compose the song, so there is some of him in it. But I also at the same time,
that too, but
yeah. It's lovely. It's not groundbreaking. That's kind of what most of the songs in this selection feel like to me. It's just like lovely, but not anything groundbreaking. What I will say is the part that stands out to me the most is that his falsetto is incredibly lovely.
I love his falsetto.
His falsetto is very, very lovely. It's giving dynamic. The music behind it is very strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's a solid entry for sure.
Yeah.
So let's move to Roger Padros with the song El Temps or The Time.
Perdó comptant les hores d'un rellotge aturat. Desfent el temps en versos per voler-nos trobar, però no. El temps s'esgota i no. Busquem en una idea.
He doesn't have a bad voice.
No. I think in this case, so he's the only writer on the song. And I think this could have used a second songwriter.
Yes.
Because it's definitely not bad. I want to acknowledge as well, the song is in Catalan, which I think is fantastic. And I love that we're getting more dialects of Spanish represented in the contest. He's got a lovely tone. It's a gorgeous vocal. It's delicate but powerful. But I'm not going to remember this song, unfortunately.
I think that's what it is for me.
It's perfectly lovely. If we're giving out a new award, this is perfectly inoffensive.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of what it is.
I think I'm going to give out my first perfectly inoffensive while I have the chance.
Like
through this song. So congratulations.
It ends kind of abruptly too. And I was like, oh, okay.
Honestly, my favorite part about it was the beginning where you get the piano intro and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that first half before the drums come in, I enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah,
It doesn't do a whole lot for me, unfortunately.
No. And I wish it did,
I wish it did.
but it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Now, a song that does a lot for me, I'll be honest. Sophia Call, Here to Stay. Let's.
And I'm here to stay.
Here to stay.
I'm living for this.
Literally the first thing I wrote in my notes was bitch.
To all of you who don't speak Spanish.
This is a message for the ones that didn't believe in me. It's so cunty.
I
It's so
love that.
cunty. Oh my god, I loved it. I was like, oh my god, bitch, work. Like,
I was like, yes, English monologue.
and I love that the song is in Spanish, English, and Catalan. I'm like, I love that we have all of that. Like, it's very Eurovision.
It's
So it gives me like 2010s Eurovision vibe in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Like,
I love her voice too.
bitch.
She's got like it's like she's got power to it, but also
Yeah.
like she starts out with this, like almost like whispery sound. Whispery yet full,
Mhm.
which I love. My main thing was the ending, like where she goes to the climax and it's like falsetto auto-tuned.
Mhm.
I was like, if you didn't have that auto-tune in it, I would have put this a lot higher.
Mhm.
But that was my main thing. Also, because there's so much production, I'm also concerned for her live because the song is so good.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm hoping that this doesn't turn into like a Luna Key situation. That is kind of my fear. I mean, hopefully she actually makes it to the contest. But you know, if the live vocal can match this vibe, she stands a great shot at winning.
Yeah.
And I would like to see it personally.
Yeah, and she is currently like the number one in Eurovision world.
Yeah. So we shall see. Ooh. Ooh. Our penultimate song to discuss today is going to be Saint Pedro. The song is Dos Extraños, Cuarteto de Cuerda, or Two Strangers, String Quartet.
Que ahora somos dos extraños. Ahora somos dos extraños. Nos quisimos, también nos hicimos daño.
I
didn't even write anything down while I listened to the song because I was literally just so entranced by the song.
Same. Okay, well, I mean a lot, but like,
so it gives me. I made a mix of three beautiful humans or three songs actually, that I think this kind of like the triangulation of these three songs makes this one. I said that it felt like if you mixed Amar pelos dois.
I was thinking about that.
With the song Banana Pancakes by Jack Johnson.
Interesting, okay.
Mixed with L'Essenziale by Marco Mengoni.
Oh.
It's like if you triangulate those three songs, it gives this.
Yeah, I love this.
Oh, it's so good.
From start to finish, like, absolutely.
I want him on the stage in Malmo with a string quartet and him just singing. That's all I want for this, and he could win. Like, honestly, I think this song could win.
I think so too. Like,
will it make it out of the selection? I don't know, and I'm worried.
That's my thing. I'm like,
I'm so worried.
I don't know how, but even if he makes it through, I don't know how he's gonna fare in Eurovision. I just hope.
I think this song is different enough. And I think this might just be random off the wall sort of shit, but I could really see this being like the new Amor Pelos Deutsch. Like I honestly could see it.
You know, I'll root for it. I'll
I'm
root for it to be the
absolutely
new
rooting for this
Amor
song.
Pelos Deutsch. This is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
It's the perfect like mix of like traditional, because you have the traditional guitar, the traditional Spanish like bongos for the drums, and it's very written in like a current fashion.
Yeah. I really enjoy this. The fact that it's third in the Eurovision World Rankings just upsets me personally, but because I want it to be higher.
Yes.
But that's just me personally. We're going to close out this discussion with Yolisa with No Se Me Olvida. I don't forget, Anissa. I don't forget.
Te llevará a volar, estable de rodillas, lo llevo en la memoria ya, me sé cómo termina, me dejaste en la oscuridad, ni una luz encendida, aunque ya no te busque más, sé que sigo.
I love this song.
This is really good.
I love this song. It is, oh my God. I started listening. I got entranced again. I was like 2 songs in a row. I'm literally entranced by this song.
Okay. I was going to say the same. However, the ending, it ended off with auto-tune. And I was like, oh, this was so not the vibe. But everything else was so good.
I don't even mind, honestly.
I personally do.
I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of that in the live vocal.
I hope
so
not.
I'm not worried about it. But, oh, this is so good. The music video, too. Like, there were not a whole lot of music videos that really stood out to me. This one did. For a, potential lesbian vibe. I was like, is it? Is she? Are we? Is this? I couldn't.
One of us.
I love this song either way. But you better work, Yoli. You better work, girl. I love this. I love this. I love this. That is that. That's all 16 songs for the Benidorm Fest this year. I only had one honorable mention, Anissa. I don't know about you.
I also only had one, and I'm currently making some last minute switches.
Well, while Anissa makes some last minute switches, because of course, make sure to subscribe, because we are here all the time giving you almost all things Eurovision Song Contest. We have very, very quickly on the horizon, we have Albania. It's almost Fickmas, and I'm very excited about that.
Fickmas.
And our Malta video will finally be out because we have to edit 4 videos together. And by we, I mean I have to edit 4 videos together.
I'm ready.
Great. Would you like to start with your honorable mention?
I would love to.
Great.
So it was going to be one song, but the further we talked, I changed it to another.
Okay.
So my honorable mention is gonna be going to Nebulossa.
We are going to be so different today.
Oh, I already knew we were gonna have different lists. So I'm just curious to see how different our list is to be.
Hey. Whew. All right. Wow. My honorable mention, because I do really enjoy the vocals, is going to be Remitente.
Our lists are super different.
Okay. Yep. I didn't change anything. I actually stand by all of my. No shade to you. I was just like, I normally change at least 1 or 2, and this time I didn't change anything. I'm very happy with myself.
I was not I was almost gonna like confidently stand by, but then there was like, oh, further we talked about it, because I don't know what you're gonna say, right? And what I'm gonna say half the time. So yeah. With that being said, my 1 point will be going to Teco Day.
The only point it's going to receive today.
I figured.
My 1 point is going to go to Me Vas A Ver.
I get that, yeah. My 2 points, and you're gonna hate me for this, are gonna be going to No Se Me Olvida.
Wow, we are all over the place today. This is wild.
Yeah.
I do kind of wish we had Lewis here as like the control.
Yeah.
I feel it. But no, we don't need Lewis. We miss Lewis, but we don't need Lewis. Anyway, my 2 points are going to Prisionero.
I get that. Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
My 3 points. And finally, the first song that's mentioned twice is going to Me Vas A Ver.
Oh, good. Okay. My 3 points are going to Bla Bla Bla.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's where my list is at, because
wow. Okay.
my top 8, I'm like, ooh, I really enjoyed it. So
okay. My 4 points is gonna be going to Brillos Platino.
Oh Jesus! Wow. Okay. All right.
This is the most different I think our lists are gonna be
Ever.
ever.
So my 4 points, and I do really wish it was higher on my list. I like really do wish it was higher on my list. My 4 points go to Quién.
Oh wow.
Oh.
That's super crazy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my 5 points, and the next song to be mentioned twice is going to Remitente.
Okay.
It was up there, but then I'm like, oh, now that I recall a bunch of these, then yeah, it kind of fell down.
Well, my 5 points are going to Caliente.
And my 6 points are going to be going to Caliente.
The closest we've gotten today.
Yes.
My 6 points, I got a root for the campiest older duo alive. It's going to be Zorra.
Holy.
I know.
And
I think amongst all of this, we might still have the same top 2.
I think no, we're not.
Oh, okay.
One of them is definitely going to be there though.
Okay.
At least I think.
Let's find out.
My 7 points are going to be going to Bla Bla Bla.
Blah, blah,
Bla Bla.
So stupid. It's so stupid. My 7 points, and yes, I'm mad at you for your earlier statement about this song. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. It's your opinion. My 7 points go to No Se Me Olvida.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Now, first mention of the song. And yeah. Okay. My 8 points, and it was because of the auto-tune at the end, is going to be going to Here to Stay.
That's so unfortunate. I'm really upset about that.
I know.
Well, anyway. My 8 points, it gripped me from the moment I listened to it, and it was the first moment that I listened to these songs, because my 8 points go to Brillos Platino.
I'm very happy about that. I
love that song. I love that song.
My 10 points are going to be going to Miss Angy Fernández with Quién Soy. So I'm pretty sure We have the same 12 points, Logan.
I was gonna say, amongst all of this chaos that is happening, my 12 points go to Here to Stay.
You're 12?
Or no,
Oh, wait,
10.
that is your 10. Okay.
Yeah, I said 10.
Sorry, I can't listen. But
our 12 points both go to St. Pedro, and that is what matters, because I'm so happy to see that.
amongst all of this,
amongst the wildest list comparison we've ever had, we did get to come together for our love of this beautiful man, St. Pedro. And that is that.
That is that.
We are going to get out of here, but don't worry, because we've got a lot more Eurovision selection on the way. Potentially internal selection reactions. I think that might be something new that we do this year, because Niza still has not listened to the French entry. It came out like a month ago.
Because I have been waiting for us to do like a live reaction video, you know?
Well, we'll do it some point soon. So stay on the lookout for that. We've got a lot more selections coming in January. Norway starts. We get Finland's announcement. Lithuania. So I'm very excited, very, very excited for the new year, all of our new Eurovision stuff. And we want to thank you so much for joining us for this review of Benidorm Fest. Let us know in the comments, what was your favorite song? What was your least favorite song? Are you annoyed at the lack of diversity amongst these songs? What would you have changed? What would you have improved? Did you also stand St. Pedro? Are you as obsessed with Caliente as we are? Let us know all those things in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost everything Eurovision Song Contest. Make sure to follow our socials as well at the CUP Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You could go follow both Niza and myself as well in the description below. And if you scroll a little bit further down, you could go get your merch, including but not limited to Cup mug, available at the link in the description below as well. And with all that being said, cheers!
Cheers!
Bye-bye.
Do it for your lover. Do it for your lover.
Oh,
Clap your hands and do it for your lover. Do
do
it for
it for your lover.